Jensen Huang, co-founder and CEO of NVIDIA, the company that is at the heart of the AI revolution, recently made a comment about what kids should learn in the future. And let me spoil it to you, it's not computer science or programming.
I'm going to say something and it's going to sound completely opposite of what people feel. You probably recall over the course of the last 10 years, 15 years, almost everybody who sits on a stage like this would tell you it is vital that your children learn computer science. Everybody should learn how to program. And in fact, it's almost exactly the opposite. It is our job to create computing technology such that nobody has to program. Everybody in the world is now a programmer. This is the miracle. This is the miracle of artificial intelligence. For the very first time, we have closed the gap. The technology divide has been completely closed. And this is the reason why so many people can engage artificial intelligence. It is the reason why every single government, every single industrial conference, every single company is talking about artificial intelligence today. Because for the very first time, you can imagine everybody in your company being a technologist. This is a tremendous time for all of you to realize that the technology divide has been closed.
I hope more people and businesses will take it as a wake-up call and start looking at this quite seriously.
Also to realize that to engage AI is a lot easier now than at any time in the history of computing. It is vital that we upskill everyone.
All that optimization gets combined into the final prompt and sent to the AI model. Therefore, you get these amazing outcomes like DALL-E 3 or Copilot.
It starts with a prompt from you in an app. Copilot pre-processes the prompt through an approach called grounding. Put simply, grounding improves the quality of the prompt, so you get answers that are relevant and actionable. One of the most important parts of grounding is making a call to the Microsoft Graph to retrieve your business content and context. Copilot combines this user data from the graph with other inputs to improve the prompt. It then sends that modified prompt to the LLM. Copilot takes the response from the LLM and post-processes it. This post-processing includes additional grounding calls to the graph, responsible AI checks, security, compliance, and privacy reviews, and command generation. Finally, Copilot sends a response to the user and commands back to the apps.
And Sam Altman hinted at this future.
One of the predictions I'm most confident about the future is it's just going to happen much faster than the past did. And that, young people are always the best at adapting to that, but now it's going to be extra valuable.
I think I agree with that framework incredibly much. And I think anytime you can choose a skill or a class or an activity to do that you feel aligns with the learning how to adapt to new technology, pick it for sure. But on specifics, I still think that software is actually a really important skill to build. And some of it is, it's not going to be about the mechanics. It's not going to be about the specifics of the programming language. It's not going to be about those details. But fundamentally, getting computers to do what you intend, like that's the world we're heading to. And so understanding the low-level details of how it works, that's a starting point. And we do see people who have never coded before who build some of the best AI applications. And so that's actually new, right? That you can actually get computers to do things without having to do it in this contort yourself to the machine.
As it is right now, anyone can work with AI. Anybody can instruct AI. Can you imagine that a couple years ago, this ability to interact with AI models was available only to researchers and actual developers? And just because it's available to everybody and it's getting easier, doesn't mean that people use it in the best way possible or the most effectively. If you think about, in a term of 10 years, if we all walk with the Neuralink chips in our head.
This morning, Elon Musk announcing that for the first time, his company Neuralink has implanted a brain chip in a human.
Everything kind of changed again, because programming and computer science as hands-on skill is one thing, but what it teaches people is problem solving. And that is a hard skill, which won't get obsolete anytime soon. Educate yourself about prompt engineering, how to use AI, how it works, what are ethical uses of that. But if you're able to also learn about computer science and how computers work in general, develop deeper problem solving and critical thinking really skills with programming, that is not going to hurt you. Like I myself, I talk about prompt engineering, but I also decided to take CS50 course to kind of bridge the gap I have when it comes down to programming. And here's one universal truth when it comes to prompting. You, as a user, have to have domain expertise and use specific language to condition the AI model and steer its responses to the right direction. Because if you know your stuff very well, not only you will be able to explain it well and make clear instructions, but you will also be able to detect hallucinations.
The countries, the people that understand how to solve a domain problem in digital biology or in education of young people or in manufacturing or in farming, those people who understand domain expertise now can utilize technology that is readily available to you. You now have a computer that will do what you tell it to do, to help automate your work, to amplify your productivity, to make you more efficient. And so I think that this is just a tremendous time.
And what I learned from my co-founder, Joe, who is an educator from his background, that there is a lot of science how humans learn. And this is why we really enjoy the partnership with UpLimits, because one thing, it's live. You have accountability. You have to do real projects for your work, for your business, for yourself. And then there is the whole peer community as well. Make sure to check out the UpLimit courses we have for image, for data analytics. We have AI and ChatGPT for everyone, and also the advanced course. Yeah, and we are working on many, many more.